Hello everyone, my name is Norma Ochoa Urban-Palomarez. My individual project for Dr. Rodriguez's EdTech 8373 evaluation course is on the Empowerment Evaluation Model. This model was not included in our textbook, and you will find my credits and reference page at the end of this presentation. Empowerment Evaluation. David Fetterman's approach, helping communities monitor and evaluate their own performance. The empowerment evaluation is a stakeholder involvement approach designed to provide groups with the tools and knowledge they need to monitor and evaluate their own performance and accomplish their goals. Empowerment evaluation is the use of evaluation concepts, techniques, and findings to foster improvement and self-determination. An expanded definition is empowerment evaluation is an evaluation approach that aims to increase the likelihood that programs will achieve results by increasing the capacity of program stakeholders to plan, implement, and evaluate their own programs. David Fetterman introduced the concept of the empowerment evaluation in 1993, using it for his presidential address at the American Evaluation Association's annual meeting. Initially, it was well received by some researchers who commented on the complementary relationship between the EE and community psychology, social work, community development, and adult education. They highlighted how it inverted traditional definitions of evaluation, shifting power from the evaluator to program staff and participants. Early supporters positively noted the focus on social justice and self-determination. Fetterman has published 3 books on the subject of empowerment evaluation, which covered the topics of the knowledge and tools for self-assessment and accountability, a foundation book that provided steps and case studies, and finally, the 3rd book, which addresses empowerment evaluation principles in practice. Co-author and fellow empowerment evaluation scholar Abraham Wandersman describes empowerment evaluation as an evaluation approach that aims to increase the probability of achieving program success. Wandersman has been part of the empowerment evaluation program almost since its inception. Empowerment evaluation is designed to be used by people. It places evaluation in the hands of the community and staff members. The more that the people are engaged in conducting their own evaluations, the more likely they are to believe in them, because the evaluation findings are theirs. In addition, a byproduct of this experience is that they learn to think lucratively. This makes them more likely to make decisions and take actions based on their evaluation data. This way of thinking is at the heart of the process use. The conceptual framework for the empowerment evaluation model was designed by Fetterman and Wandersman for their collaborative work entitled Empowerment Evaluation: Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. The graphic depicts organized Fetterman's concepts of training stakeholders by empowering them with the tools, knowledge, and introspection, along with self-evaluation, with Wandersman's foundational 10 principles of empowerment evaluation at the center or heart of the evaluation process. The framework model shows the stakeholders' procedural path from the beginning of their journey as they embark on the arduous task of self-improvement through the process of goal setting and practicing the principles, and finally, they emerge as ardent, self-empowered evaluators. Literature review. A search of the literature shows a great deal of respect for the empowerment evaluation model. Stuart Donaldson, distinguished university professor Executive Director of the University Claremont's Evaluation Center, and Executive Director of the Evaluators Institute. He is deeply committed to improving lives through research, evaluation, and education. Donaldson calls the empowerment evaluation model one of the most important innovations of the past 2 decades. It has been the development of a professional and systematic approach to self-evaluation called empowerment evaluation. A search of the literature also takes us to Michael Quinn Patton, who is the author of more than a dozen books on evaluation. He's a former national president of the American Evaluation Association and former professor at the University of Minnesota. Patton says David introduced the idea of empowerment evaluation in his presidential keynote. It was an innovative and radical approach that was met with much initial skepticism, but the approach has certainly prevailed, gaining not only legitimacy but utility, and as evidenced in the documentary record, is being implemented and appreciated worldwide. Carl J. Sherpas is a professor of clinical mental health counseling and dean of the College of Education and Human Development at Texas A&M University, San Antonio. Brian Bales is a research assistant professor of public health at Texas A&M University, San Antonio, and an adjunct associate professor in the Department of Family and Community Medicine at the University of Texas Health in San Antonio. In Sherpas and Bales' collaborative 2022 research study, they tell us empowerment evaluation is an evolving approach based in empowerment theory, self-determination theory, and evaluation capacity building theory. This strategy prioritizes a wraparound approach that situates program stakeholders at the center of evaluation activities and collaborators in the development of many key processes. By adopting an empowerment evaluation approach, all stakeholders are subjected to an immersive learning experience, which culminates in pride in the ownership over the initiatives. The strengths and limitations of the empowerment evaluation. Strengths are the transparency, it's collaborative, it empowers stakeholders, it brings bias to the surface, it creates buy-in among participants, and it generates meaningful data to inform decision-making. Its limitations include its reliance on self-study, potential lack of rigor and integrity or pseudo-evaluation, difficulty distinguishing empowerment evaluation from other participatory approaches, and the limited evidence of the success of the approach. Applications. The empowerment evaluation model encourages communities to monitor, evaluate, and improve their performance. It aims to foster self-determination and build capacity. It does this by supporting people to assess their own activity. For small social service organizations, this usually means engaging in an external evaluator to support them to build evidence and learn how to review their own activity. It is commonly used worldwide for the improvement of community-based programs and achieving healthcare improvement outcomes. However, the utility of the model doesn't stop there. Empowerment evaluation is highly flexible and can be applied to many different organization types, including, but not limited to, educational paradigms and programs, business, agriculture, microcomputers, nonprofits, and foundations, government, and technology. Empowerment evaluation is a multifaceted approach with many forms, including training, facilitation, advocacy, illumination, and liberation. Empowerment evaluation is used to empower groups with the tools and knowledge to set their own goals, monitor their own progress, and evaluate their own performance. Here's a list of my references.